G'day again, welcome back to Dad vs. Son, our playthrough of Enemy Action Kharkov, and we're about to go on with the next video. Just so you're aware, I'm uploading the first one, the Redux of the first part of the turn 1, so turn 1A, and I'm about to go on with the next one anyway, so if I've made mistakes, then yeah, I've made mistakes. These things happen, and I apologise, but life goes on. So this time, what I've decided to do is I'm going to use this one. Activate 2 unit stacks in mobile group Popov. 2 stacks. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to attack this little bugger here. So I'm going to activate this stack and this stack. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this little fella here. 1, 2, 3 to there. And I'm going to put this bloke here. 1, 2, like that. And this one's going to come around and go 1, 2 to there, and we're going to come around and go 1, 2 to there. Okay, and that will give me these 4 units here attacking this little fella here, and that gives me 5, 9, 12, 17 to 3, which is not quite 6, but 5 to 1 again. So we've got 5 to 1. And our chit pools is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus the artillery is 6 to start with. And do I want to add anything to that? So we have him flanked, which is good. Now I've got intelligence or partisans, and there's not much sense in using either of them really, so because the other one's fixed artillery, and I can't use them in there, so that's that. So I think what we're going to do then is just go with what we have. Okay, so the Germans get pull out. Defense only. Jesus wheezes. Okay, now the interesting part is going to be with their pull out. If the combat ratio is greater than 4 to 1, and it is, it's 5 to 1, and in a non-VP hex, which it is, retreat the defending stack 2 hexes prior to combat in accordance with the retreat rules, but do not place dispersed markers. The retreat must end in a German supply hex, and the attack is considered resolved. Discard any attacker combat tactics, and the attackers may advance after. So let's have a look at his retreat. Right. Oh, I just lost it, didn't I? Oh, there we are. Retreat. I'm going blind again because that's the kind of person I am. German retreats. Okay, retreat priorities for this gentleman here. Hex not in enemy zone of control. Okay, so this hex and this hex are in German are in Russian zones of control. Hex in enemy zone of control occupied by a friendly supplied unit. So this guy. So he goes back 1 to there. Okay. So now we go to hex not in enemy ZOC. This is a hex in an enemy ZOC. This is a hex in an enemy ZOC. Okay, hex not in a ZOC, unoccupied, friendly supplied unit. So would that be that? When more than one hex available in a given retreat, prefer a German VP hex, hex not in danger of supply, surround, dickhead. Woods terrain, hex to which no Soviet unit is proximate. No. So we have to go direction opposite forward arrow in unit's hex. There is no arrow in the unit's hex. Righto. So where would he go? Where would he go? He's retreated 1 hex. Can he retreat into there? And that hex retreats into there anyway. So would he retreat into there or there? I can't see him retreating into there. So I believe he would retreat into this open hex here. Like that. Now, the question is, does he lose a bloke going into there? Dun, 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 dun. So he's retreating without combat occurring. So he's pulling out. So I don't think he's going to lose anything for pulling out of there, from there to there, because this bloke is there to support him. Is he going to lose anybody pulling back into there? Again, it's a pull out. It's not a combat. So, but he's gone into here. So I believe he would lose 1 simply fighting his way from here to here because of this zone of control to here. So I'm going to do that because I think that's fair, but he is not dispersed. So he's retreated through. No, he's pulled back, not retreated. And he's not there. I think that's it. I believe I believe that to be correct, which then give us the advance into here. So we can move our infantry into there, and we can move one of these units into there as well. Like that. They can't go any further because of the garrison and so forth. So that would be that. Now, that still remains there because there was nobody there to start with or anything else, and he is still dispersed. And I think that is correct. If not, then it still makes sense to me, which is the main thing. And it keeps the game going, which is, again, another main thing. And we get another card, and it's another 69th Army one. And we go on to the Germans, and they have, oh, goody gumdrops. They have their one again. So, the 40th Panzer Corps deploy their corps reserves, and they do have 2 corps reserves. Oh! So again, let's go through this, see if anything's changed. So again, we're still in turn 1, so we're going to use method A. So first up, hex is empty, in reserve units army area, not in Soviet barrage area, so we're out in here. In German reserve supply, well, they would be in here because they can trace supply back that way. Soviet proximate to hex. Okay, again, we don't have any Soviets proximate to there. We can't get through here because of these. Now. Disregard garrisons again, sorry. So these guys have to go into this area though. So again, we've got the same trouble where it's 1, 2, can't go any further now because we've got these units up here. So no, there is nobody proximate to this area at all. So I don't believe that we can do it. So those 2 units will go back up. And we will draw our action card. And it is pull back. Okay. Active unit in danger of surround. Well, this is the active unit here. He is not in any danger of surround. And proximate to a hex, not in danger of surround. So, no. That's the only active unit, and he's not in any danger of surround at the moment. So, we can't use that card at all. So, we go on to the next action card, deploy garrison. Place 1 garrison in an empty position. So let's grab a garrison. Ready to go. That meets all of these. In German reserve supply. So out there. Within 3 hexes of a supplied active German unit. So that's here. So 1, 2, 3 is there. And 1, 2 is there, to which a Soviet unit is proximate but not adjacent. Again, we don't have anybody who is proximate over this way. So let's have a look over here. Place 1 garrison in an empty position hex. We've got one here. But he is adjacent, not proximate. We have one here. If we ignore German garrisons, 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 1, 2, 3. No. So I don't believe we can do that either. Prefer removes dangerous surround from German unit and then lowest numbered position. Okay, so who has a danger of surround? He does, if you ignore that, because they can go to there. But putting it there is not going to do anything either. So I don't believe we can do that either. Now, if we look over this way, none of these are in danger of surround because we've got this unit blocking anything coming up this way. He's not in danger of surround because we've got this nice line along here. He's not in danger of surround unless we totally ignore the garrisons again. Let's have a quick look at something. Actions, 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 German movement, German action turns. Checking action card. No. So I don't believe we can do that. So I am going to put that back. I'm going to get rid of that. That's the second one. And we couldn't do, so we go back and we pull another card, and it's Army Group South. Okay. Army Group South. So that's going to be who? One Panzer Army. And that sort of people. So over here. Deploy all German reserves. And the second turn onwards if at least 4 units are available. Now, deploy all German reserves second turn onwards if at least 4 units available. So I don't believe that second part of that sentence works. So I would say that, because that should be 2 plus deploy all German reserves of at least 4 available. So deploy all German reserves would be these 2 and this one. Now, can we do that? Now, again, we have to have proximate units, which we don't have. So I don't know if we can do that. So again, looking at method A, hex is empty or garrisoned. Well, we've got a garrison there. In reserve armies, reserve units, army area. So, yeah. Not in the barrage range. Yes, outside of this. In German reserve supply, where were reserve placed in hex. Yeah. Soviet unit proximate to hex. No. So again, I don't believe we can do that. So no, they're going to go back. And we'll go down the card and try again. Event, 1 Panzer delaying force. Okay. In the indicated German army area, so in here, place a detachment. Yep. In the empty position hex that is. Again, what we have is in German reserve supply, VP hex or within 5 hexes of a German unit, and to which a Soviet unit is proximate but not adjacent. And again, we don't have anything that can do that. Preferred position hex is VP hex, removes danger of surround. Is the lowest numbered position. Let me have a think about this one. Righto, so the Army Group South card. So the first one is, like I said, deploy all German reserves, and they're all in this 1 Panzer area. So nothing's going to happen with that. Second is 1 Panzer delaying force, which we can't do because, again, we don't have a Soviet unit proximate but not adjacent. So we go on to the last one. Activate all German units within 3 hexes of the German unit with the most German units in its 3 hex radius. Also activate all German units in city hexes. Okay. So activate all German units within 3 hexes of the German unit with the most German units in its 3 hex radius. Righto, so if we start over here, if we activated either of these units, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4 units. If we activate this unit, it will be 4, 5 units. So that's the most so far. If we activate this unit, that would give us 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is still the most. If we activate this unit, we only get 1. So we're still over here. We activate this unit, we get 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's still over here. Activate this unit, we get 1, 2, and that's a dispersed unit for 3, and that's no good. Can't do him. Okay, if we do this unit, then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units there as well. If we do this unit, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that one is the most so far. If we do this unit, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's both the same. If we do this unit, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So activate all German units within 3 hexes of the German unit with the most German units in its 3 hex radius. Also activate all German units in city hexes. Okay, city hexes. Well, we're already doing him. And we have this guy up here as well. So that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the only one in a city hex is up there. Other than that, oh, he's in a town, sorry. He's in a city. Okay. Righto. So this guy is not going to move from there. Simple as that. He's not allowed to move from there. Let's get rid of that. Righto. So German activation. La da la da la da. Where did you go? Righto. Action steps. If behind Soviet lines, conduct action 10.2. Okay, is anybody behind German lines? This guy. He's on German lines. He's not actually behind. He's on. 2. Move to empty or garrison VP hex to which Soviet unit proximate. Okay, so the first one we've got to do is unit 1. Now, again, he is not going to move. So that's that. He's not going to move out of there. So, next one is number 2. That's this one. Let's put a little doover on him so we'll remember. Okay. Move to empty or garrisoned VP hex. So we have one down here. To which Soviet unit proximate. Now, nobody is proximate to that hex at the moment. If he moved down to there, then this guy would not still be proximate, so it doesn't matter. So I don't believe he can do anything. Empty or garrisoned VP hex to which Soviet unit proximate. Again, he's in rough terrain, so I don't believe that he is going to move. Who's next? Number 4. Boop. Look at that. Move to empty or garrisoned VP hex to which Soviet unit is proximate. Okay. Again, there's no garrisoned or VP hex to which a Soviet is proximate. So it doesn't look like he can do anything. That's number 4. We've got 14, 7, and 8, and 6. So this guy can't move anywhere other than there. Move to empty or garrison VP hex to which Soviet unit proximate. Again, they're not proximate because he's there. So he's not going to do anything. Which leaves number 8. Again, I can't see what he can do. This is the only garrisoned, but nobody's proximate to it. This is the only VP hex that a Russian is proximate to, other than this one, and that's not empty or garrisoned, and that's not empty or garrisoned. Okay, so I don't believe any of that is going to happen with that to start with. And we've got a cat meowing in the background. Okay, so the next thing is we can't do that. Next one is if in 4 panzer area, which is in this area, or corrals, and in Soviet artillery zone, move to hex outside zone. Okay, we can do that. Prefer not in danger of surround. Yep. Empty. Okay, so not in danger of surround and empty would be here or here or here. Not adjacent to a German unit, which is no good for here or here or here or here. Non-clear hex, that's the closest. Okay, so if he goes up that way, he goes 1, 2, 3, 4. And he can't go there. 1, 2, 3. And he can't go to there. So he can't go there either. He'd have... But if he goes there, yeah, he can't. Okay, can't do that. If in danger of surround, move to position hex. No, can't do that. Okay, can you do anything? He's not going to move because he's in a VP hex. Okay. If no action conducted in step 5, draw another action card. Well, we've already drawn action cards. We drew another thing out. So I suppose we've got to draw another action card. Conduct action if situation applies. Move to a hex that removes DOS, prefer, If Soviet unit proximate to empty or garrisoned German city hex, move to that hex, no. If non-VP hex and stacked with or adjacent to other German unit, move to empty position hex not adjacent. Place IP on unit if eligible and Soviet unit proximate. Okay. So, unit 1 is not going to do anything. Unit 2 is not able to do anything. Unit 4, place IP on unit if eligible and Soviet unit proximate. Well, there is a Soviet unit proximate. So I believe he's going to get an improved position. So that was 4. We go over to 6. So we're over to this fella now. Now he's not going to move, we know that, or anything else. Place IP on unit if eligible and Soviet proximate. We're proximate, we're in clear. So I don't know why I put a Soviet one on it, but yeah, there we go. And I believe he gets one as well. Righto, so the next one is 8. And again, he's not going to move anywhere. So I believe he gets... now is... There's no... Yeah. No, he's not proximate because he can't do anything there. 7. We don't have anything that is proximate to him. So he's not going to get anything. 14. We do have a unit proximate to him. And I don't see what else we can do. So I'm going with that. Now again, it may not be right, but it sort of makes sense as well. So there we go. That's my turn 2. Well, turn 1B, I should say. And I think we'll leave it there and see where I've screwed up again. And if I have, I have. But again, it may not follow the rules exactly. It may not be anywhere near following the rules. But I believe what I've done makes sense. They can't pull out and get to where they need to get to, so therefore they would try and improve their positions. And if they don't need to improve their positions because they don't have a German unit proximate, then that's that. Because he can't go to there, can't move into there. To try and get there, he'd have to come down here, and then he's not going to be proximate to him. Nobody's proximate to him. Nobody is proximate to him. So that is that. So then I believe at the next activation, this garrison will be removed because we have German units adjacent to it, Russian units adjacent to it. These will stay because nobody's adjacent to it. Right. So this was still the last German unit to be activated, and this was the last Russian unit to be activated. And I'm going to leave it there. So again, so at the moment, nothing has really happened over here other than this. We pushed one Rouse unit back and ended up with a garrison in here, but we've improved these positions and this bloke is dispersed. We've got a couple of more garrisons here and nothing else has happened over here. So yeah. Yeah, I know. That's the way it goes. So take care, be good, and I'll catch you next time. But here first up is... Hey, Bob. That's Bob. We call her Bob because she's a bobtail. She doesn't have a tail. Atoll, atoll, atoll. Okay, Bob? Do you want some lunch now? Just going to ignore me until I get up. Okay. Now, if I trip over it, that'd be a catastrophe. Ah. Mind you, I've played this game like I've got cataplexy. Well, she gave me a filthy look. I'll go. Goodbye.